Hey everyone, welcome back. So I recently was sent this collection from L'Oreal. It is the Havana Camila Cabello collection, or Cabello. I'm not saying it right, I know. Collection. I was really excited because some of the products in here just looked really fun to me. So I wanted to show you guys them, and then I thought we could just try them on the face. But there are some brow products, and there's some really beautiful eyeshadows. I mean, the packaging is just beautiful. And then there is this like sunlit liquid bronzer, and then these are really delicious smelling lip products. These are called the Lip Dews, and really great packaging. One of them reminds me of one of my favorite products, which is the Fenty Beauty Gloss, and there is a liner in here. So I just thought that we would go through, swatch the products, and just put some of them on the face and see how they work. Okay, first I'm going to start out with this control shade, and I'm just going to kind of put this in my crease, and I'm going to put one of those lighter pink shades all over the lid. Oh, that's really pigmented. That's like way more pigmented than I thought it would be. I've done my foundation, but I have not done my concealer yet. That's like way more pigmented than I thought it was going to be. So I just kind of put that, I mean, a lot came up on that brush. Just gonna give that a good blend all over the eye. That would be a really pretty one and done look. It's an easy shadow. It has like a little bit of sheen to it, but not enough that it's like crazy if you have it in your crease. I'm going to use this In Love shade. I'm going to place it on with my finger first. It's just like really nice, like it's like a light shimmery shade, but it has like a pink tinge to it. Okay, now I'm going to tap over that with a wet finger and just see if I can intensify that. Yeah, that is really pretty. Just kind of gives it a little bit more opaqueness. I kind of want to take a little bit of this Havana shade and get it wet, and the green shade, and just press that into the outer corners just to give a little bit of depth, because I want to use, oh yeah, that's really pretty. That looks really pretty wet. I don't really play with a ton of color, but that shade just looked so gorgeous, and I can see it like being paired with maybe like a really pretty orangey-ish eyeshadow, like how pretty that would look. But I wanted to try and use all of the eyeshadows that came in this collection for the look, instead of like going to other palettes. Okay, I'm going to dip back into this control shade and just kind of touch up a little bit in the crease with that. Okay, so I've cleaned up a little bit under my eyes, and I'm going to go in with this liquid liner. This is the Flash Liner. It's in black, and it looks like it's a chubbier pencil, so I wonder if the tip is like chubby. At first I thought it was a mascara, but it literally looks like a marker. I typically like something a little bit thinner, but the tip is a little bit more hard. It's not as flexible. It's not as flexible as I would like. That does make it nice to get in the inner corners though. That wing is a little bit more wingy than I was going to do, but it was nice because it was like it laid down the wing, but I got it a little bit chubbier than I normally would do. I liked that, and I do think it's fairly easy to use. I would say as someone who maybe doesn't use winged liner a lot and like has trouble, like sometimes the more flexible tip It's a little bit harder, but this was easier to work with. It is, like I said, chubbier, but I was able to create a nice wing. So it's a little bit more wingy than I normally do, but I like it. Okay, I am using Urban Decay's Double Life eyeliner for my lower lash line. It's just a really pretty brown liner. I'm going to go back in with this control shade, and then I want to go over it with that Ooh Na Na shade, just so that we can use every eyeshadow. Okay, I'm going to wet my brush a little bit, and now I'm going to dip into this like rose gold shade. I'm just going to kind of do around the edges so that I don't jack it up. Right under the lower lash line. Oh, that's so pretty. I like that. I'm going to go in with this mascara from NARS. I've used this in a first impression video, and then I've been using it a ton recently. It's called the Climax. It's a really nice mascara. And then we will finish up and do the face and use some of the other products. And I think there's a brow product in there as well. Okay, next up we have two bronzers. Now these are the Sunlit bronzers, and one is in medium deep and the other one is in light medium. So I'm going to swatch both of these on my hand just to show you. This one is the light medium shade. Let's see what it looks like blended out. Just gives like a little bit of almost like an orangey sheen. I wonder if you could add this into your foundation. I'm going to try and use it as like a liquid bronzer right now. This is the medium deep shade right here. So you know what, I'm going to go in with the medium deep, and we're just going to see how this goes. You know, it doesn't really have a scent, but yeah, that one's the medium deep. The other one looked a little bit more orange, but I just wet my beauty blender a little bit more to try and... That's pretty. I'm going to go in with a little bit of the light medium one and just see if we can get a difference. I'm just going to blend it out a little bit on my hand. This might look good if you want to just add it a little bit more to your foundation. Yeah, that probably would have been a little bit more of a subtle one. I don't like the texture. It's almost like it's gel-like, and I feel like it's giving me, I don't know, I don't love it. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like this product. At least as like this type of application, I would think maybe mixing it in with a lighter foundation would be better, or something along those lines. But using it like this, I just don't think is good. I think it definitely needs to be mixed into a foundation instead of used as like a liquid bronzer, how I would use some other liquid type of products, or like glow lotion type things. I'm going to use a little bit of this NARS Laguna. Okay, last thing we have these Gotta Give Brow, which is kind of like Gimme Brow, I believe. And I have the shade Light Clair that I'm going to use on my brows. This is almost like an eyeliner wand. It's flexible, but it's kind of liquidy, so let me shake it up. Oh yeah. Yeah, the product seems like a very, very liquidy product. Let's just see how I like that. Oh, that's kind of nice to give my eyebrows some structure. I already had gone through them lightly with a pencil, knowing that I would come back through with another brow product. Yeah, I like that. I might actually need the darker color. Oh no, I think I like this lighter color. I'm just going to use this Mocha blush from NYX I've been using these a ton recently. I think I used it in my last video. I just love the color that these blushes give. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this highlighter from Ofra. This is the Cloud 9. This is the Nikki Tutorials collab. This is like a super dimensional, like has like pink iridescence to it. I just felt like using it. Probably doesn't even go with this look. I am going to take a little bit of this and pop it on the inner corner. These lip dews are absolutely gorgeous, and I think that they're like the standout product. There are 4 different shades. Look at this packaging. I just absolutely love it. It looks like something like from MAC, like a limited edition packaging. I'm going to try every color on my lips just so that you can see. This first one is Desnudo. I'm not saying that right, but it's a really pretty, it's like a, looks like a nude brown shade. I'm going to just put it, oh yeah, so pretty. These have a huge doe foot applicator, and they smell like straight cake batter. They just feel like, you know what they feel like? They feel like a gel lip gloss, almost like from M Cosmetics, like those lip clouds. They kind of feel like that. There's like a divot, almost like a well in the wand for the product. That's such a pretty color. That is the perfect like nude shade. Okay, then we have this peachy shade, and the name of the product is on this like little thing that is gonna go away. Like you're gonna rip it off when you use the thing, so that stinks because then you won't know. But this shade is called Serendipity, and it's like a really pretty coral color. Like, I don't know if you can see that. They're very sheer. They're pretty sheer, I would say. So if you don't like a lot of color, but maybe a good topper. So that one is Serendipity. Okay, then we have this shade, which is called Camila, which is a really pretty pink shade. And let me just do that one right here. It's almost like kind of like a clearish pink. This, again, these are very sheer. That's pretty. It gives like a little subtle pink. I think if you're someone who's looking for something really subtle, like even for like a teen, like a first gloss for, you know, middle school or teenager, whenever you want to let your kids wear makeup. But this would be like a perfect one because it's a very glossy but barely any color. I would feel okay like if this were like a first gloss that my girls wore. For me, I typically go for glosses that have a little bit more color until the next gloss that is like the one that I'm like, oh baby, oh baby. This last gloss reminds me of the Fenty glosses. It's called Lit Up. It just has this really beautiful sheen to it, and it's like this peachy color, peachy bronze shade, but mainly it just like makes your lips look juicy. This is the one that I'm gonna get the most wear out of. So I'm gonna show you it on its own, and then I'm gonna put a lipstick down and show you what it looks like over a lip product. This reminds me so much of the Fenty Gloss Bomb. Like same type of look, consistency. Obviously not smell, because this one smells more like cake batter sweet than the Fenty gloss. But I love this color. Okay, I have it over this lipstick. This is the Doll Face lipstick from Too Faced. It's a really nice nude shade, but it just makes your lips look so juicy and plump. I love this so much. If you can find the Havana lip dews, and this one is in Lit Up, it just is such a beautiful gloss. If you've been wanting that Fenty gloss but you don't want to spend the $18 price tag, check these out. Hopefully this video was helpful. I was super curious about these products, and when I talked to you guys about them on my Instagram, you guys all were like, yes, do a video. This shadow in Control I would probably keep for sure and use on a daily basis to like put all over the lid. This shade looks like it's going to be beautiful all over the lid, but I love the way it looked when it was like wet, a little bit more wet on the eye. This shade is beautiful all over the lid, in love, or like the lighter shade. So I was really impressed with the eyeshadows. I really liked them. The only products that I didn't love were the eyebrow pencil, although I noticed that swatch on my hand, that was hard to get off, so that looks like that is waterproof. So I think I just needed to use the darker color to really get some type of definition. I didn't like these sunlit bronzers at all. I just feel like they're pointless. They're almost like gel-like. They don't really have enough pigmentation to them to use them as a bronzer because they kind of patch out and don't really apply well on the face in that capacity of using them as a liquid bronzer. Maybe if you mix them into your foundation to give it an all-over glow, that might be better, but yeah, I just didn't love them. And the eyebrow, or the eyeliner, I really liked that. It was thicker than normal, but still I could get a good wing, so I liked the way that the products turned out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing this look. Let me know down below if you've tried any of these products out, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.